Last time on my channel.
My name is Ikenna, and for the last 3 years, I've been on a mission. I've been building what I hope to be one day the best language learning app in the world. However, there was a big problem. I have been trapped inside a body that is allergic to gravity.
I just want to create just the best app possible.
Are you guys ready?
Language learning is a journey, and yours is about to start. Sign up now to the waiting list for a beta access at fluyoapp.com.
Are there more creatures? Like, what is this massive abyss? Can I travel inside of it? And what is this game? What is this world? You're probably wondering a lot of different things. Next video in the series, I'm going to address a lot of those questions. In this video, I am revealing the world of Fluyo, our upcoming language learning app. And I'm going to be sharing the setting of Fluyo, its lore, as well as how we created our logo and our beloved Dolphin avatar. I'm just in general going to hype you up for this app because it is absolutely incredible. It's fire, it is amazing, and you guys need to know our story and a little bit more about it. So when we first started out on our quest to build the best language learning app in the world, my co-founder Alquin and I quickly realized that it wasn't enough to just create another generic language learning app. It wasn't enough just to teach language as well. If we wanted to build the best language learning app in the world, we needed to create our own world. Because one thing that I've noticed through my long career learning languages is that language learning can eventually become boring, and it often can get very tedious. If you're just another generic language learning app, you're not going to attract people back. So we felt that we needed to create a world that was fun and interesting enough to have people want to come back and explore it and have fun in it every single day. And that is exactly what we did. We created our own world. We created the world of Fluyo, and it is a wild one. Now hold up. Before I go into this tantalizing world, I just wanted to say that if you have not signed up for a waiting list for the app, you need to do so now. The sooner the better. So go to fluyoapp.com. This is your best chance at early access, and of course if you're on the waiting list, you will be notified the second that our Kickstarter goes live. Our world, our story, our setting, our dolphin, let's talk about it. Way back when, 2019 was the year, my co-founder and I, first, before even creating a world, upon deciding that we wanted to build Fluyo together, we decided like, hey, we need our own logo. We didn't know if we wanted to go with a symbol or an animal. Eventually we decided on an animal, but the whole process was interesting. Do you remember how we came up with our dolphin avatar and logo versus like what we originally wanted to do?
Yeah, I do. So I think initially we had the elephant because of the strong memory.
Yeah.
And then we shifted to, really focusing on the social side of the app. We were thinking, okay, what's a social, clever, communicative animal? And I think dolphin was the perfect fit.
So ultimately we ended up with the dolphin, and we thought that the dolphin could be a great fit. And it also gave us a little bit of freedom to experiment with the world, because if we went with the dolphin, then we knew that the world had to be aquatic in some sense. And that brings me to the setting of Fluyo. This world is like nothing you've seen before. So essentially, Fluyo is a planet in another galaxy not so far away that is nearly identical to Earth. Similar countries to the ones we have on Earth exist on this planet, and oddly enough, the exact same languages are spoken. It's like a mirror world in a sense. However, the main difference between Earth and Fluyo is the makeup of the two planets. So on Earth, humans have evolved to live on land and to breathe air. However, on Fluyo, we actually call them humans. Humans have evolved since the dawn of time to live in a world submerged. Essentially, they breathe a form of liquid air, and their entire world is essentially a water world. It's like submerged completely in liquid. Now on Fluyo, humans have suffered quite a bit, because the weird thing about Fluyo is that the only place where life and vegetation grows is around these massive abysses or these massive holes into the ground. However, the caveat here is that the massive holes are quite dangerous, and they're chock full of dangerous creatures. It's almost like if on Earth the only places that humans could live were surrounding the tops of a volcano. It's not the best scenario. However, because life is only sustainable around the perimeters of these massive holes into the ground, that's where humans and even creatures had to live together in harmony. And that's what they did for thousands of years. Humans and the nicer creatures lived together in harmony in cities that surrounded these massive abysses. And eventually the same languages that we have on Earth developed themselves in these massive cities around these massive holes. So let's talk about the world of Fluyo. On Fluyo, humans aside, there lives plenty of whimsical and mysterious creatures that only want one thing. They want to learn human languages. Because on Fluyo, the more a creature learns a human language, the more powerful and sentient it becomes. And while at one point in history, humans and creatures lived together in harmony, nowadays humans are hard to find because they've been driven out by corrupted creatures that would attack them and try to steal their languages and their spirit. It is a wild world. It's like, imagine if a creature came up to you and attacked you and all of a sudden like half of your knowledge of English like just vanished. That's why the humans ran away. So our world is a crazy one. It is full of wonder, it is full of danger, language learning, and stealing. And there are many fun adventures to be had. However, you can't just come to Fluyo, you can't just explore our world like with your own like earthly body. No. In order to explore the world of Fluyo, you need to create a pact with a Fluyan creature, a very special Fluyan creature, the Dolphin. And together with your Dolphin, you and it will venture into one of the many great holes that exist on Fluyo, and you'll explore the massive hole, you'll encounter all sorts of very interesting creatures, you'll learn the most useful words and grammar as you continue your descent into the massive holes, you'll go on a very tantalizing adventure, and ultimately the goal is for you to master the language that you are learning. Let's talk about the Dolphin. The reason why we wanted an avatar, we wanted something to kind of represent the player, or you in this case, is because, one, I feel like it's always better when you can attach yourself to something. It's almost like you have this language learning Tamagotchi that, you know, you can actually connect with, you can identify with, you want to protect, you eventually learn to love it, you form a bond with it, you can customize it, and it just has this appeal of almost like, I want to take care of it because I love it, and by taking care of it, I'm actually benefiting myself, because the way that I take care of my Dolphin is by learning the language that I want to learn with it. And we thought it was super important for the Dolphin to almost be like a representative of your knowledge of a language. So for example, your Dolphin at level 1 starts off very, very small, a little tiny baby Dolphin. However, the more of a language you learn and the more words you learn, the bigger it gets, and eventually can even evolve, and the bond that you will have with it will just continue to grow as it gets bigger. Also, you can customize your Dolphin a bunch. Like, check out my Dolphin, for example. He's dripped out the mini like Japanese demon horns, he's got the sword, he's got the black and white skin, like everything is customizable. The Dolphin's skin, items that he carries, items on itself. And we really wanted to do something like this because it's always fun. It's always fun to be able to customize your character and to of course, unlock exclusive items through special events or just through, you know, learning your language and mastering your language. Also, sometimes you do show off how your Dolphin looks like compared to other people, and you can, you know, brag a little bit, especially if you can get those really exclusive items. But in general, we are so excited for you to create your own Dolphin, for, you know, you to name your Dolphins and to watch them grow with you, and for you to take care of them, and for you to see how big your Dolphin is going to grow and all the different evolutions of it as you get better and better. And the goal is like by the time your Dolphin's master level and he's like super cool looking and whatnot, that also means that your Spanish or your French or your Japanese is really, really good. It's like a visual representative of how good you are at your given language. So that is a little look into the world of Fluyo. Obviously, that isn't everything. Want to see everything? Wait for the Kickstarter. The Kickstarter campaign is going to be absolutely mad. It's been causing me a lot of anxiety lately, which is not good with my health condition. However, because I just want this thing to go so well, and I've been putting a lot of pressure on myself, but I feel like it will go well, and I can't wait for you guys to see everything. But that was hopefully a taste. If you have not signed up for the waiting list, again, go to fluyoapp.com, sign up.
right now because you're going to want to try this out. Oh, at least I hope you're going to want to try this out. And the sooner you get on the waiting list, the higher your chance of getting beta access or even alpha access. And of course, do remember to refer your friends. But hopefully this video hyped you up. Please do subscribe if you want to see the final part of this series, or check out video number 1 if you haven't seen that part of the series yet. But the next part of the series is going to be an even more crazy video because I'm going to probably be shooting it when I go back to Belgium, and it's just going to be everything that's Kickstarter madness, and it's really just going to be showing you the behind the scenes as we launch and head into this massive Kickstarter. And there's going to be special guests in that video, and it's going to be really cool, and I'm going to be hopefully revealing the mini games, or at least one of the mini games in that video. So subscribe. I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for your support, guys. Your comments on the last video meant the world to me. There has been a massive weight lifted off my shoulders to know that you guys mess with Fluyo and that you guys like it, and it really means the world to me. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.